Let's move on to the last presentation. Marta, I haven't seen you all day long. Where are you? Oh my gosh. I see your tweet somewhere around. You were here on the stage. I couldn't make it. Good to have you here, dear.
Good to see you.
We have microphones here. Okay, fine.
Okay, it's gonna be
It works,
more.
yeah. Marta, okay, we're talking about history, about traditions. Marta has been at the first Webit ever, and since then, almost never missed a Webit. Well, she was working at another company back then, another great company, but now she works for a global one that is growing global and more global every year. And she's she's the director for Central Eastern Europe of VivaKi. And VivaKi is doing amazing stuff in the digital parts of the business. And Marta is an amazing speaker. That's why she's always at Webit. So, you know, it's been quite personal. Thanks for joining, dear. The floor is yours.
Thank you. And I got an amazing intro. No. Come on, how many times you can say amazing one day?
Yeah, it's in one sentence.
Yes. Okay, if we had already the cream on the cake, I think it makes me a cherry on top. I will try to be quick. I set myself an alarm clock for 15 minutes. We all want to go to piano bar where Plamen will be singing tonight with Daniela, so we want to have our entertainment. Yeah, we actually had, I think the last presentation was really hilarious. There was a lot about, you know, don't talk about trends, don't talk about mobile. I want to talk about mobile because like there's a lot of talks about it, but it's not too practical. And I would like, actually I had some discussions with my wonderful team here. Hello team, Digital Media, you're the best guys, really. I was so positively surprised that we actually have a lot of nice cases from Central Eastern Europe as well about good campaigns that we are doing with mobile, and I would like to share some of our insights. Okay, let me get a clicker. So I hope I can actually talk about mobile. It makes me entitled to do so. Okay, but why I would like to talk about mobile? We had in London last year with Performix. Performix is an Optimedia performance marketing agency. So we were meeting our global clients, and we were actually having an evaluation, a short survey with them, and we were asking them what they think about mobile. So as you see, over 90% of our clients said that they see the value of mobile in their brand. Almost half of them, it was actually pretty surprising, at least from my perspective, they said they fully embrace the value of mobile and its potential in their media strategy. And 20% of them, interestingly, said that our site is not mobile optimized, so investing in mobile media makes little sense. So actually, I would like to quarrel a bit with that, and I would like to tell them that actually it's not only about optimizing the site. You can actually have also other owned media let's say website or like rich media banners that can actually be also a good solution for you. Also in Zenit Optimedia, we noticed that mobile is the future. We noticed that we need to do something more. We need to have like applicable framework for our clients. And we work with Google. We managed to create this Horizon project. It's coming to Central and Eastern Europe. We launched it together with Google in Poland and in Czech Republic. So it's very simple because we really want to make it simple and we want to make it practical. So first of all, we are doing the audit of our clients' mobile inventory, mobile sites, you know, what they are doing on Facebook. We are just checking whether everything what they do in digital, whether it's mobile optimized. After we do this research, we actually give them different strategies to choose, starting from the basics and going more advanced, and we are together, you know, step by step going mobile. So this is why I think mobile is important. And also with Performix, we actually, the head of Performix, the performance marketing agency, she invented participant marketing framework. So this is something that probably also a lot, you heard about it a lot, but she said that she was working in HP before, and she said that Hewlett-Packard, and she said that you know, obviously consumers are not consuming, they are participating right now. So I think the mobile and the fact that we can participate in the discussion with the brand, in the conversation with the brand everywhere, all the time, that's why mobile is so important, right? So I was talking with a couple people today, and actually they were telling me, oh, you know, these first 3 presentations were pretty cool. This was like a brand storytelling and stuff like that. Then it got a bit boring, you know, it was this programmatic, big data, you know, it's too technical. So I wanted to bring it a bit more to storytelling, and I wanted to share with you that the mobile experience, you see a couple screenshots. The first one is the poo. I don't know, have you heard about it? This is like one of the most hilarious applications, I think, for mobile. Yes, and actually this is what it sounds like. So you can actually clean your poo, you can feed it, and so on, and it has immense amount of downloads worldwide. So this is amazing how people are interacting with the mobile. The mobile experience, as you see, is not always very, very good and very good optimized. You can see this is a screenshot from London Tube. You see that the QR code to scan is pretty far to have a full mobile experience, I think. And the third one is basically my experience. It's I got the invitation to go to the Gold's Gym a couple days ago when I was actually in another country, when I was on a business trip, and I actually think that this is a bit of missed opportunity because I was away for a long time, and I think they would be much more successful if they would actually catch me when I was considering, when I was in Poland, where the gym is placed. So the mobile experience is a human experience, and I just wanted to tell you, so you see my selfie, so I don't know, probably you heard that selfie was the most often searched word on the internet last year. So this is definitely mobile related, and we are all the time mobile, especially kids. So I took another photo is Asian, I think Japanese, but I don't want to offend anyone. An Asian kid was like all the time on the airport, mobile on his suitcase. And another kid is actually my friend kid. Was participating in this global summit on ICOM. It was about big data and about trends in measurement and so on. And my friend, he brought his kid to the conference, and actually I did this picture, and this was it was really funny because it was the most popular tweet from the whole conference. This is again mobile. Yes, this is a human experience. We want to have fun. We want to have something right now when we need it. So when I came to Bulgaria, my first thought was I need a taxi. Yes? So even though I had a fantastic service from my colleagues, I downloaded the Taxi BG app. So how we can address the mobility and how we are trying to do this in Zenit Optimedia is to address it by tapping into human experience. So we try to take a look how people are experiencing the mobility, because it's not about mobile, it's about mobility as consumers and participants are basically screen agnostics. Yes, they don't care if it's mobile, if it's desktop, if it's a tablet. So they are mobile because this is how they live. Yes, they are living this hectic, always on world. So as you see, they're interacting with a lot of platforms at the same time, very often, as we heard about second screen, third screen, even fourth screen at one time. How to address the mobility? We've been thinking about a couple key things. We think it has to be personalized. This is about having a right message, of course. This sounds like a cliche, but I will show you how we are addressing it in practice. Always on doesn't mean that you need to invest a lot of money into your mobile campaign. For example, you don't need to invest a lot of money into your search campaign, which will be always on, but it means that you want to catch your customer when he's actually at the consideration stage and when he's considering purchase. So it's just at the right time. Local is very important. I will also show you, right now, we all talk about G+ and stuff, but the fact is that not many agencies are, in fact, for example, optimizing search campaigns for their clients using G+ accounts to make sure that when someone is searching your brand, for example, is searching a bank, they will get the bank which is closest to them, so they will be able to go to this bank and actually withdraw the money within a couple of minutes, because this is why they're searching the bank on mobile. They don't do this, they don't do this to I don't know, learn about a credit, most probably. They just want to go to this bank. This is why they tap it in their mobile. It has to be motivating, yes, because I think in mobile, even though the screens are smaller, in fact, I think it's even easier to skip the advertising, to get distracted. Mobile is very often like the second screen, that's why. And also adaptive, which means it has to be very agile, very quick. It has to respond, the campaign has to respond to current trends. It's good when you have, social feeds implemented. As we see right now, the social feed is very, very popular here on the conference. It has to be, last but not least, of course, shareable and conversational. Yes, this is how we are approaching our mobile campaigns. So let me show you 3 examples from Central and Eastern Europe. These are actually, I'm very proud because we are showing these examples for the first time here and for the first time generally, but in Bulgaria. The first one is with our client Raiffeisen. Maybe some of you have seen their app, they have seen the mobile campaign. This was their first mobile campaign for their first mobile application, so you have similar cases like that. But of course, we had a pretty high goal, a maximum number of downloads, so the goal, the threshold was pretty high. But I think what we were actually focusing on is, again, the accessibility, so this always-on factor. So we just were stressing that your phone is right now is your bank because you can access it from your mobile application. Interestingly, how we did it, we were promoting it mostly through the mobile campaign, which was targeted to both Android and iOS, depending on the split on the market, you know, which are used most often. So we just made sure that we are actually addressing everyone. What else I think is important that we were actually pioneering in some first formats, like the slider format. Results, very nice, reaching 62% of internet population, 45,000 clicks, and CTR, which was much higher, almost double as average click-through rate on the market. So you see, even though it's kind of hard to click on the ad because it sometimes can be small, with the right format, as you see the slider, which after clicking gets larger, so it's easier actually to access the application and to download it from the shop within one click. It works. Second case is our local case. Why local? 70% of mobile searches have used the call button. This is something, and this is a result of the research from Google from September 2013. The role of click to call in path to purchase. And we actually checked it on Polish market. It sounds like a very, very simple thing, but it's not too much used. I think the most interesting, it was done for Aviva, so financial industry. It was a search campaign. The goal of that was actually to increase the sales. So you see direct impact of search campaign on sales, to increase the sales of insurance. It was optimized for tablets, for mobile, and for desktop. Optimize meaning, you know, you have right now, AdWords are optimized. You can do your AdWords enhanced campaigns. This is not a rocket science, but it really works. And I think the most interesting, for me at least, the result was here that the click to call, the amount of calls actually was the same as amount of filled in forms. So you see people want to conversate. They wanted to talk first with the bank representative or the insurance company representative to discuss about this offer. Yeah, but it was pretty successful. And CTR of click to call was again higher, almost 13.5% higher than standard ads. So pretty good result. And Conversational, again another case from Bulgaria. Again, first time on the market showed. Queens, you know, Timberg and Soldo. We also have in Poland the stories. You know, we had to revive the brand a bit. People didn't maybe remember about the small bottle, you know, to buy it. Actually, our team invented the app, tablet app, which was enabling them, the people, to actually get on a daily basis an interesting, like a fortune, how you call it. You know, like the saying for the day, let's say, yes. So today you look beautiful or whatever. And you know, right now, this is a very, very new project. It's still running, and we already have, only in Bulgaria, over 200,000 downloads of this application. And actually, this app was the only app that was made in Bulgaria by advertiser that listed to Google Play top 3 suggestions. So we are very proud of it. I think it's a very nice example, and I'm happy that we can show Bulgarian example to you. Yeah, so, you know, mobile still slowly proves itself in CE, and it wouldn't be myself if I wouldn't show some data to prove it. In 2014, For Bulgaria, almost 7% of local traffic was from mobile and tablet devices. This is the data from Gemius. Not all traffic is included here. You don't have application data, you only have website data. But it already gives you websites, and probably not all mobile websites are also here included. You don't have Google, you don't have Facebook. So it just shows you very small. It's like just the tip of the iceberg, but you see there's the potential. If only Gemius is right now reporting 7% of the all traffic coming from mobile, in reality it can be at this moment in Bulgaria 30% or even more. And the daily usage of various platforms, this is a case from Czech Republic again, but it actually is different. So this, if you actually follow this kind of trends, it also gives you some information when how to optimize your campaign for mobile, because people are mostly using mobile when they wake up. This is the first thing that they, of course, check. So yeah, optimize your mobile campaign for the time of the day. Optimize it for the morning. Then you can optimize your desktop campaign. And then for the third one, in the evening, people, they very often, if they have a tablet, they will use it in the evening as a second screen to play with it. So then make sure that you can, for example, push more campaign in the second part of in the evening for your tablet users if you want to optimize it. Yeah, and again, this is in Publicis, we are, as a media house, we are very data-driven, and we want to educate the market. We want to show some data to the market. So this is from the report that we did here for Bulgaria, our Digitribe. We have a group of digital specialists that are working together and producing some market data. And these are some results. 70% almost of our respondents that were actually, it was pretty representative sample gathered online. They are using mobile internet every day. So it's here and it's in Bulgaria. So we have mobile strategy. What about you? The mobile strategy for the group is sharing, education, building market profile, and work with Google on Horizon. Sharing, it's events like that. It's we have mobile matters newsletter where we are gathering the mobile cases from all around the world. We will share these newsletters with our clients. We are doing education. We are part as a network from. I'm just sharing this to you, not to boast what we are doing, but to just show you how you can work, in your own agency, in your own company. You can also become a part of different mobile. You can subscribe to different mobile newsletters. We are part of Mobile Marketing Association. I think they are based in the UK. Of course, we are paying a fee, but there's a lot of also free content that is available that makes sense a lot for emerging markets as well. And yeah, and this is, I think, will be the last. Don't think too much. We heard we need to test. This is our obligation as an agency, is to look at the future and touch it. 50% of set yourself the KPIs. This is what we are doing right now in Central Eastern Europe with our clients that are open to that. We want to test. So we sit together and we discuss how much of percent of your campaigns you agree to put the mobile component. Mobile component is anything. It can be mobile banner, it can be rich media experience, it can be simple, but just let's set this KPI for ourselves. So we have some learning this year that we can apply for the next year when mobile will really be very, very strong in Central Eastern Europe, but it will be too late to follow. We need to lead this and have mobile search strategy. I really believe, I didn't know so much about search when I was joining the company, but now I know much more, and I really believe 100% that this is the key. To start with mobile search strategy, some owned mobile asset, but not necessarily mobile, huge optimized website. It can be a nice rich media banner where you will lead your mobile experience, which will be interactive, where you will be able to provide something to your client, or you can lead, to a download an app, and test and learn, and that's how it works. Thank you.
Well, Marta, you are not a cherry, you are a kilo of cherries. Thank you. Thank you very much, dear. Thanks for joining us here in Sofia.